Hello everyone and welcome to Momentum channel. My name is Mo, and in this video we're going to be talking about my top 7 best performing growth stocks that I have in my Wealthsimple Trade stock portfolio. This video was actually inspired by a recent comment that I received on one of my videos that I posted. If you recall, about a few days ago, I posted a video where I talked about my best dividend stocks in my portfolio. And as a recent comment I received from one of our viewers, Pertosh, he mentioned, how about another video on top 10 holdings of growth stocks that I have in my portfolio? Now, as a result of that, this video has been inspired and I wanted to kind of respond to that right away. This comment was received today and I thought, why not make this video for our viewers out there? The focus of the video though has been on the top 7 best performing growth stocks and not the top 10. And the reason for that is that I wanted to make sure that those stocks that I'm going to review as a part of this video are actually having a decent return. So all of these top 7 stocks, in fact, are showing a double-digit positive return for my portfolio. And beyond that, it was not the case. So as a result, I didn't want to drag on and make this video longer without truly reviewing the stocks that are truly good performing stocks in our portfolio. What we're going to be doing, we're going to go over those stocks one by one, review each one of the stocks fundamentals, including looking at their price to earnings ratio, their 52-week price range, as well as the past returns. And from there on, we'll provide an overview of what's going to be our approach when it comes to investing in these stocks. What's interesting is that although in my portfolio I have a combination of dividend and growth stocks, both in US dollar stocks and Canadian stocks, all of these top 7 best performing growth stocks are in fact US dollar stocks. I thought it's quite interesting and I wanted to share that with you before we get into it. All right, well, let's take a look at the first stock for us to review. The first company to review is no other than CrowdStrike Holdings, the ticker symbol CRWD. As you notice here, the last trading price for the stock was at $243.82. The past return for the stock is showing to be 280%. Now, with CrowdStrike, the stock has not been around for 5 years. In fact, it only initiated starting to be available in the stock market as of 14th of June of 2019. So roughly about 2 years or so time frame. In the past 2 years, it's showing an impressive 280% plus return. CrowdStrike Holdings is an American cybersecurity technology company based in Sunnyvale, California, and it provides cloud, workload, and endpoint security, threat intelligence, and cyber attack response services. You notice here we have only one share of this stock in our portfolio. We bought it for the price of $98 US, and given the current price for the stock, it is showing an impressive return of, as you notice here, it is an impressive return of 148% plus, almost 149%. It is showing an unrealized gain of almost $145 US. This is not a dividend paying stock. As I mentioned, it's a growth stock that does not pay dividend. Its last earnings per share was a negative 2 cents, and this stock as a result does not have a meaningful price to earnings ratio. If you look at the price range for the past 1 year, the lowest price range for the stock has been at $98.31, which means actually we bought this stock at that perfect timing at $98, and the highest price has been $272.63. Let us move on to the second best performing growth stocks in our portfolio. And this is a company called Skyworks Solutions with ticker symbol SWKS, traded on NASDAQ. In the past 5 years, you'd see here the trend line for the stock. The past 5 years, the stock has had an impressive 153% plus return, which is just incredible. Skyworks Solutions, although it's a growth stock, it does also pay a dividend. The dividend yield currently is sitting at 0.82%. As a result of that, we have one share here in our stock portfolio with Wealthsimple Trade, and we've overall earned $3.54 lifetime dividend income. We bought our one share at the price of $126 US, and given the fact that the last trading price for Skyworks Solutions was at $183.39, we are showing an overall return of 55% return, close to 46% return. That means an unrealized gain of almost $57 US. The 52-week low price for Skyworks Solutions is at $130, $130.72. The highest price that the Skyworks Solutions had in the past 1 year is at $204 US dollars. The Skyworks Solutions stock is showing a price to earnings ratio of 21.61. Skyworks Solutions is an American semiconductor company headquartered in Irvine, California, and it manufactures semiconductors for use in radio frequency and mobile communications systems. Let us move on and take a look at the third best performing growth stock in my portfolio, which is a company called Apple. It's obviously known for all investors out there. We have 8 shares in this portfolio. We bought these shares at the average price of $119.74. Given the current price of $149.10, we are showing a positive return of almost 25% return. Apple also does pay a dividend, although it's fairly small. It does pay a dividend yield of 0.57%. As a result, we have a lifetime dividend income for Apple of $4.79 in our stock portfolio with Wealthsimple Trade. Apple currently is showing a price to earnings ratio of 29.20. The lowest price in the past 1 year for Apple shares were at $103, and the highest was at $150. Apple is an American multinational technology company that specializes in consumer electronics, computer software, and online services. And it is the world's largest technology company by revenue. And since January 2021, it is the world's most valuable company by market capitalization as well. You can look at the 5-year trend line price for the stock, and the overall return in the past 5 years has been impressive 445% return for Apple stocks. Apple is traded on NASDAQ with ticker symbol AAPL. Next, we have Qualcomm. Similar to Apple, we have 8 shares. We bought our shares at an average purchase price of $120.96, given the current price of $148.64 for the shares of Qualcomm. We are showing a positive return of 23% roughly. Qualcomm also pays a dividend. In fact, it does pay a decent dividend of 1.77%, which is decent for a growth stock. Its price to earnings ratio is at 18.56. The past 1 year price range for the Qualcomm stock has been $108.30 in terms of its lowest price, and the highest has been at $167.94. Qualcomm, in terms of its earnings per share, is showing $8.01 earnings per share. Looking at the company's past 5-year performance, it is showing an impressive return of 136%. The return is approximately 136% or close to 137%. Qualcomm is an American multinational corporation headquartered in San Diego, California, and it's incorporated in Delaware. It creates semiconductor software and services related to wireless technology. Moving on the 5th spot, we have a company called Salesforce, which is traded on New York Stock Exchange with ticker symbol CRM. Salesforce is an American cloud-based software company headquartered in San Francisco, and it provides customer relationship management, CRM, services, and also provides a complementary suite of enterprise applications focused on customer service, marketing automation, analytics, and application development. It does not pay a dividend. We have 3 shares of Salesforce in our portfolio. We bought them at the price of $204.75, given the last current price of $251.56. You see an overall unrealized gain of almost 23% for our portfolio. In terms of price to earnings ratio, Salesforce is showing a price to earnings ratio of 52.62. Looking at the past 5-year return for Salesforce, it is showing an incredible 5-year return of 224.68% for CRM shares. The 52-week price range for Salesforce is at $192.52 in terms of the lowest range, and the highest has been at $284.50. Looking at the 6th company in terms of best performing stocks in our growth portfolio review, we have VMware. VMware is an American cloud computing and virtualization technology company headquartered in California, and it streamlines the journey for organizations to become digital businesses that deliver better experiences to their customers and empower employees to do their best work. Their software spans app modernization, cloud, networking, and security, and digital workspace. As for VMware, you'd notice here that their past 5 years is showing a remarkable return of 116.45% return. We bought our 3 shares at an average price of $133.43. Given the last trading price for VMware, it is showing an unrealized return of upwards of 18%. The 52-week price range for VMware, the lowest has been at $126.79 and the highest at $172.00. The price to earnings ratio for VMware is at 31.81. Moving on, the last and seventh best performing stock in our portfolio when it comes to growth stocks is a company called Palantir Technologies, which we've just recently actually made a video on this channel. Be sure to check it out, whereby we talk about Palantir's latest quarterly earnings and the latest news about Palantir, including Cathie Wood's ARK Invest buying heavily shares of Palantir. They've recently bought actually 6.7 million shares of Palantir over the span of just 2 days. They're very bullish about this company. Palantir Technologies is a public American software company that specializes in big data analytics. The company's name is derived from the Lord of the Rings, where the magical Palantir, where seeing stones described as indestructible balls of crystal used for communication and to see events in other parts of the world. Moving on, you notice here we have 10 shares of Palantir. We bought them at the price of $22 US. Given the last price of $24.90, it is showing a return of 13.18%. The price range for the past 1 year for Palantir is at $8.90 in terms of the lowest price, and the highest has been $45 US. Palantir does not have a positive earnings per share at this time, and as a result doesn't have a meaningful price to earnings ratio. Lastly, I just wanted to flag for you that Palantir has not been around that long, the stock itself. And in fact, its debut was on October 2nd and less than a year. And in the less than a year, the return for the stock is an impressive 170%. Which is just remarkable for this stock. There you have it, a quick look at the top 7 best performing growth stocks. And as you notice, all of these 7 companies are in the information technology sector. If you're not that familiar with different sectors in the stock market, be sure to check out the video that we have covering very nicely all the different stock market sectors with examples to walk you through what they are and their differences. We'll leave a link to that video as a card here on the YouTube channel. I hope you found this video beneficial and gained something of value from it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from this video as well. And thank you, of course, to our viewers for commenting on our videos and asking for different topics to be covered in our videos. If you have any questions specific to the stock market, be sure to leave us a comment and we'll be sure to go about that and cover it in our future videos. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe to our Momentum Finance channel. Here on Momentum Finance, we post every week several videos about investing in the stock market and financial freedom. Thank you, and we hope to see you next time.